Have you ever experienced a moment of failure so debilitating that it almost feels impossible to get back up on your feet? If you have, you're not alone. We've all had those moments, those times when it seems like nothing will ever go right again. So, what do? There's only one thing to do, and it's a surefire way to bounce back from any failure and quickly. The answer is to get right back to work. Chris Bosh, who was on the 2008 Olympic team with Kobe Bryant, tells a great story around this idea in his Hoop Hall speech and shares what he learned from Kobe Bryant's work ethic and reaction to failure. Let's listen to that quickly.
I'd like to share a lesson I learned from him. It was 2008. The Redeem team was formed. And we were in Vegas for the start of training camp, and we were getting ready for the Olympics in Beijing. We're going to head to Beijing. And I wanted to establish myself as a young leader on the team by waking up bright and early. Day one. So the goal was to be the first one at breakfast. So I set my alarm. I make sure I'm up by sunrise. I get out of bed. I put on my gear and I head downstairs. But when I get there, Kobe's already there with ice packs on his knee, drenched in sweat. Now, it took me a minute to figure it out, but this guy wasn't only awake before me. He had already worked out. He had just played in the finals days earlier. Meanwhile, I'd been off for months and I was still exhausted. What he had done that morning was incomprehensible to me. That dedication he had only days after falling short of an NBA championship. That taught me something I've never forgotten. Legends aren't defined by their success. They're defined by how they bounce back from their failures. And that's what I hope to communicate to anyone watching this, especially the kid.
Incredible, right? Even in the face of recent failure, Kobe's dedication left a profound impact on Bosh. It made him realize that legends aren't defined by their successes, but how they bounce back from their failures. This is a common reaction to devastating failure by all the world changers that you admire. In 1914, Thomas Edison's laboratory and factory in West Orange, New Jersey, was consumed by a massive fire that caused damages worth millions in today's money and destroyed years of his work. Edison said to his son the morning after the fire, "There is great value in disaster. All our mistakes are burned up. Thank God we can start anew." And he immediately got to work rebuilding the lab. As a result, by the end of the next year, his company had made a record-breaking revenue mark. Walt Disney, after his first animation company called Laugh-O-Gram Studio, located in Kansas City, Missouri, went bankrupt, Disney immediately got back to work. He moved to Hollywood and started the Disney Brothers studio with his brother Roy. And of course, you know today, the Walt Disney Company is one of the largest and best-known studios in the world. Remember, every setback is a setup for an even greater comeback. It's not about how many times you fall, but about how quickly and determinedly you get back up. The journey to success is paved with failures. Embrace them. Learn from them and let them propel you towards your goals. After all, as Chris Bosh learned from Kobe Bryant, true legends aren't defined by their success, but by how they bounce back from their failures. And what do they do to bounce back? The only thing they can do, they get back to work. If you've recently had a setback, failure, or disappointment, now you know what to do to bounce back. Get to work. If you know somebody who's recently had a setback, failure, or disappointment, or anybody that you care about, as a preventative medicine, send them today's Darren Daily and help them come back.